Hello and welcome to the Machinist News Network. I'm Deirdre Kaniewski. According to the Department of Labor, about 14 Americans die on the job every day from causes that are entirely preventable. That's 14 reasons why so many are working to see that House Resolution 5663 becomes law.
He kissed me goodbye. He told me he'd call me at work later. He kissed Jennifer goodbye. That was it. He never came home.
In October 2006, Walter Labonte never came home from work. He was crushed by 75 tons of steel in what many say was a preventable accident. His wife Karen and daughter Jennifer still feel the effects of his absence every day.
It's almost 4 years. I haven't been back to work since. I suffer from post-traumatic stress syndrome, depression, anxiety. I see a therapist, a psychiatrist. They think pills can fix a broken heart.
Unfortunately, Karen and Jennifer aren't the only ones in pain. Mark Fernandez lost his brother when he fell 120 feet to his death.
I sustained my injuries from trying to save my brother's life. Although I have injuries, I have severe post-traumatic stress from witnessing my brother's death. It took him almost a half hour to die, maybe 20 minutes to die. I didn't even know a human being could bleed that much.
These are the faces of the workers who gave their lives on the job. It's a campaign spearheaded by a community of people called the United Support and Memorial for Workplace Fatalities. It's an advocacy and support group comprised of workers, some who have been hurt on the jobs themselves, and the family members of the victims. Their message is simple and powerful. A day at work should not be a tragedy.
I cannot think of any career in the U.S. where 14 fatalities per day would not make global news. If 14 American soldiers were dying every day, there would be a national uproar. The same with teachers, airline workers, law enforcement agents, or healthcare professionals. But it is accepted, and the world goes on at a rate of over 5,000 construction fatalities per year and over 9 million injuries.
This group is fighting for the passage of House Resolution 5663, called the Minor and Safety Health Act of 2010. Although the name might be misleading, the resolution would strengthen worker protections by increasing criminal and civil penalties for companies who knowingly put their workers in harm's way, intensifying whistleblower provisions, and giving family members of the deceased more information and access to ongoing investigations.
I think any law that will prevent an American worker from dying is a good law.
Overall, this legislation would give OSHA the tools needed to better do its job. Dr. David Michaels, Assistant Secretary of Labor for OSHA, explained to the group how current standards for protecting workers and the penalties given to those who don't are out of sync with other industries.
A violation of the South Pacific Tuna Act, where you catch tuna who are endangered, can be a $350,000 fine. If a dairy which essentially has cows and sells milk, refuses to contribute to the fund that all the dairies put into to promote milk and dairy products, the Agriculture Department can fine them $150,000. But if a worker dies, the $7,000 the maximum for a serious citation. If you go onto federal land and you harass a wild burro, you can be given a year in jail. But it's 6 months for essentially being involved in a worker death.
The members of this support group can't forget what's at stake and won't stop fighting until worker protection laws are in place. It's not acceptable for workers to die on the job from preventable accidents. It's not tolerable that 14 workers lose their lives every day. And the people in this room pledge to make sure these faces make a difference.
But these are our family members. These are their faces, their experiences. They all have a story.
No family should have to go through this.
A safe workplace can't happen if workers don't have a voice. Being part of a union can help. For more information on worker protection issues, you can contact the IAM's Health and Safety Department. Or, if you've lost a loved one and would like to contact the support group, log on to www.usmwf.org. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Machinist News Network.